Welcome back to the Dayton Hearthstone Cup here in Dayton Desert, Nevada. I'm your host, Wholfie, and we are watching Wholfie play against Sacrocore. Sacrocore playing Mage today. Wholfie on the Druid, 2 wins already in the belt, no losses. Nice, decent streak going on for Wholfie, and he's going to keep the most curvable options right now. Now let me explain to you, viewers at home, what is up with the Dayton Valley Desert Cup. It's a Hearthstone tournament for arena and ladder games. Honestly, whatever we feel like, we'll do the tournament for. And all in all, it is just your normal try-hard games. Everyone in this tournament tries as hard as they can to win, and that's what we want to show you. Now, the only difference is, for these Dayton Valley games, we only get to see one side of the game. The other competitor on the other side has their own set of commentators that are also streaming at some point in time somewhere in the world. So to watch them, we're going to have to go check that out. But for now, we are just here playing the game with Wholfie. And wow, what a trade! That was amazing. Sacrocore playing out that Dire Wolf to try to get a tempo advantage, and the card Temporal Anomaly pulled for Wholfie is the card that wins him the trade and gives him a huge tempo advantage. Not only does he have a 2-3 on board, but you can also Earthen Ring and heal that back up. He can play the Hoarding Dragon next turn. Arcane Missiles coming out, and 1 miss equals the minion lives. 3 misses means Sacrocore is crying on the other side. Now Wholfie going with the big tempo play, playing out that Hoarding Dragon, a 5-6 on 4 is amazing tempo. The average, or according to the vanilla test, the 4 mana card, wow, a 4 mana meteor clearing the board. Wholfie is a little devastated. I'm not gonna lie. He's not gonna lie. We're not liars here. Wholfie is devastated right now. He plays out the Pumpkin Peasant. He could Hero Power here, or he could play Mark the Wild. Wholfie's thinking about it. He's going to play Mark the Wild this turn. He doesn't get any direct value out of it now, but it does land him a 6 health minion, which hopefully does not die on the turn. Wildlands Adventurer coming out from Sacrocore. That could be traded with an Earthen Scale on Wholfie's side. There's a lot of avenues he can go down. He plays Earthen Scale on the Pumpkin Peasant. He can trade here. Earthen Ring Farseer back up to full, maybe almost full health, and keep that tempo advantage. Keep that board control present. He also 3-4. He also gets the Hero Power in between, so that's not a bad trade. Gains 5 armor. That's also nice. Almost misplayed there. Almost misplayed. And then Wholfie plays out the Earthen Ring Farseer for the heal. Hero Power to face, and he ends the turn. Big swing and a miss for Sacrocore. Sacrocore with 10 cards in hand kind of has to play around some of these cards. A lot of the new cards in the arena expansion give you card advantage if you're a mage. So thinning out your hand is very important when it comes to these arena games. For those of you who haven't seen the stream or haven't checked out these Dayton Valley matches, that noise on the other side is my co-host Gabriel. He's right over there. He had a long tournament stream the other day, so his doctor's putting him on semi-permanent, not house rest, but throat rest, so that he doesn't strain himself too hard in the following days. Wholfie coming in with the Fungal Mancer. Now here's the problem. Does he go face, or does he get rid of the Poisonous Lady? Wholfie has options. Lots of options. And one would say that having a 7-7 lifesteal taunt is probably better than a 5-5. Or is better than having 5 damage. Wholfie seems to agree. Wholfie's going to full trade. There, again, making sure that he has that board advantage. Wholfie doesn't want Sacrocore to try to discover a card that's going to get him out of this situation, because Wholfie's worked so hard to maintain that board control, and he's going to come up on turn 8. Dragon's Fury coming out, that AoE spell is going to do some damage. Another Dragon's Fury in the deck. Wholfie not only has to watch out for that, but he also loses all of his minions. A little upset, Wholfie is, but he's not going to show it. Staying strong, he's going to throw out the Grizzled Guardian and end the turn. A big 3/5 minion, Death Rattle, summon a bunch of dudes. Exactly what he needs to gain control of the board again. Sacrocore, playing Consider the Past, gaining a bunch of cards in hand. 9 cards in hand, he's got to be a little bit careful. Imp Implosion, deal some damage, dealt 3 damage, that's about halfway, that's okay. And Wholfie he's got some options again, like I said. He can play out that Spreading Plague. He gets 2 of them, 2 Plague Peoples, and then a Druid of the Swarm for another one, possibly. Or he could Hero Power to take out one, and then trade around, hit face. Lots of different options you can go here. And it's a little crazy. I'm not entirely sure. As a commentator, I don't know what I would do. I can't imagine being in Wholfie's shoes. He's at 9 mana right now, so he could also play the Gloom Eater and a Bite. Doesn't do much, but it does do something. Spreading Plague seems a little undervalued right now, so Wholfie is going to at least Hero Power. And it looks like he's going with the Druid of the Swarm in the taunt mode, so he can start trading out some of these other minions. And he's going to end the turn there, I believe. Yes. Wholfie not making the strongest turn, but getting in some damage. Maintaining somewhat of a board control. The Lich King coming out. Oh no, Sacrocore is definitely trying to take control of the game here. Playing out the Lich King. Power Overwhelming, a card that has gone into the Abyss. Into the Hall of Fame, sorry. I totally forgot what that was called. Not the Abyss. 3, 4, 7 plus a Hero Power will deal with the Lich King. Wholfie has no choice here. He has to go all in on defeating the Lich King here. Thankfully, he didn't draw one of these -4 mana minions, so he still gets 2 minions out with that ability, and he's going to end the turn. No more mana left. Harbinger just sitting out there. Wholfie's high end is still pretty strong, so if you can get one of these to stick, it could spell game over for Sacrocore and his mage run. Cinderstorm coming out, dealing 5 damage randomly, and he gets almost everything he wanted. He can still trade. He still trades around, gets those value pings here and there, plays a secret, and he ends the turn. Wholfie, frozen, cannot use his hero power to attack, and he kind of has to play the Harbinger here. This is one of the last chances he's going to get to do something like swinging. He's running out of cards in hand, and the secret comes out. It's a Potion of Polymorph. Ah! That was Wholfie. Quick audio from the player's side. He's gonna throw out the threaten. Wholfie a little triggered. He's a little triggered, but here at the commentator's desk, we are fine. We're perfectly fine. And we're gonna keep playing the game. Sacrocore somehow getting a Potion of Polymorph off of Consider the Past, and just playing it. And it did our thing. Thankfully, Mad Hatter giving Wholfie Sheep 2 hats. That's kind of nice. Wholfie gets a 3-2, a frozen 3-2, but a 3-2 nonetheless. And now it is Wholfie's turn again. Thinking about different possibilities. Wholfie's going to play the Ironwood Golem and a Fungalmancer. Does not even think about hero powering. He just wants stats on the board. The Gloom Eater could have been nice. He is a taunt. He's a 1/5 taunt. Giving him bonus stats would have been nice. But I think he's going to save it for if he needs to deal with a big threat. And Death Coil coming out to deal with the sheep. Fire Blast going out to deal with the 5/7. Not really dealing with it, just kind of stopping it from doing a lot of stuff. And my partner saying that sometimes that happens, and it's okay. And Wholfie's got a couple of trade choices here. Definitely going to hero power first of all. He could play out the glue meter to try to see what is behind those secrets, and I think that is the smarter play. So glue meter is going to come out, and explosive runes coming out, shooting that glue meter in the face for 1 damage. The other secret does not get popped. That is important to note. So Wholfie is going to trade with the Ice Walker, the minion that is dealing him the most trouble, and he's just going to trade in the Fungalmancer so he can deal with the next turn, and he's going to end the turn. Wholfie taking out that explosive runes so it doesn't hit his Iron Bark Protector next turn. Sacracor playing Ghanaian Royal Guard to deal with the taunt. He's going to go face, but as long as he keeps getting that freeze pressure on Wholfie, he's not going to be able to get a word in edgewise. And there's a mana bind on the Spreading Plague. The Spreading Plague that he's been holding all game. Doesn't get countered, but it does get equalized. Sacracor can right here trade in most of his board and just play out his own Spreading Plague. And that's what happens when you play Druid versus Druid on ladder. Whoever plays the Spreading Plague first usually ends up losing. You could extend this theory a little bit farther and just say whoever plays a Spreading Plague after a primary Spreading Plague also gains a considerate advantage. But Sacracor kind of wasted on just the 1 minion. That's interesting. So Wholfie's going to throw out the Iron Bark Protector. Secret not popped, thank God. And he's going to go in for 1 and end the turn. Sacracor having a commanding position after Wholfie tried so very hard. So what a hard try on Wholfie's part to try to control the board. And here Sacracor is just waving his big old mage wand around like he owns the place. Timeway Wanderer drawn, and Wholfie's hovering over it. Pretty much one of the only things that can save him at this point would be getting a top-notch spell off of the Timeway Wanderer. His other option would be Iron Bark Protector and attacking with his hero power. But will stats equal a winning round? No one really knows. And Wholfie pretty much whiffs on the Timeway Wanderer. He's got Soul of the Forest and Evolving Spores. 2 cards that kind of need minions to be on the board to be effective. Now, which one is the better one? Who's to say? Evolving Spores seems somewhat promising. Soul of the Forest just gets him some tutus, but they are death rattles. So he could use that to his advantage a little bit. Evolving Spores is going to be the play here. If Evolving Spores is ever going to be good, ever going to be worth the bits and bytes that it was printed on, it's going to be when it's worth 0 mana. So Wholfie's going to take that big swing. He's going to take that chance on a 0 mana, whatchamacallit, Evolving Spores. Man, I'm a bad commentator today. This game is somewhat of a roller coaster. Not only for the players, but for us commentators. Again, Chromie coming out. Wholfie didn't even draft a legendary. Wholfie's just kind of stuck out in the muck here. Sacracor playing out the Chromie and then just passing, swinging in face. Doesn't really care what Wholfie put on the top, and maybe that was a mistake. Now he gets 2 minions out of this, which is always good. He's gonna pick the +3 health because he needs these minions to survive. He's gonna tag this Scarab and end the turn. Wholfie, no cards in hand, no chance on board to survive. He's clinging to hope here. Literally a meteor would crush his dreams. Trog Glue Meter coming out, pretty much sealing the deal. But Wholfie, as far as we've known him from this Dayton Valley Cup, he's not a quitter. He's not going to concede unless it is absolutely definitive that the game is lost. And Sacracor 3 secrets, 4 minions, 3 cards in hand, versus Wholfie's Savage Roar, Hero Power, and a Frozen minion. But Wholfie does not go out without a fight. He's going to tag the 1/5 Glue Meter and concede. That is our game here today. We're going to take a quick break from commentating. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking out the Dayton Valley Cup, and we'll see you next time.